You can understand English, you can read English, and you may even know hundreds of English words. But when it's time to comes to speak, you suddenly go to blank. You start translating to your head, and you become too confused, and you think, I know English, so why can't I speak it? But let me tell you something. Your problem may not be your English. Your problem may be the way you are learning English and you are practicing English. And in this video, I'm going to share 3 powerful techniques that completely change the way you practice English speaking. So, stay with me till the end because third technique is something most important and most English learner ignore. So first one is first understand why you can't speak English. Before we talk about the technique, I want to you understand one thing. Maybe you studying English every day and you are learning vocabulary and you are watching English videos and you are studying grammar and you are even saving English sentences on your phone. But when someone suddenly asks you, what did you do today? So you don't know what to say. Why? Because there is difference between learning English and using English. You may recognize words what you hear it, but that doesn't mean you can immediately use and that word while speaking. For example, you may know the word improve. You understand its meanings, but when you want to speak, you may still struggle to make a sentence. That's why your practice need to include active speaking, not just passive learning. Number 1 technique is stop translating in your head. And the first and the probably is the biggest problem is you translate everything in your head. For example, you want to say मुझे थोड़ी देर में काम करना है. So first you think in Hindi and मुझे थोड़ी देर में काम करना है. And then you try to translate into English. And by the time you correct the sentence and the conversations has already moved on. And this makes speaking slow and stressful. And don't start with completed thoughts. Start with your surrounding. And look around you and say, I am sitting on my bed and I am using phone. I need some water and it is raining outside and I have some work to do and I am feeling tired today. And these sentences may look very simple, but remember, simple English is still English. And here is a little challenge for you. Whenever you are doing something during the day, describe it in English. And like cooking, I'm making tea, cleaning, I'm cleaning my room, going outside, I'm going to the market. And talking to yourself, I need to finish this work first. And these small habits can slowly train your brain to think in English. Now let's talk about second technique, shadowing practice. And the technique is shadowing practice. And if you don't know what is shadowing is, so let me explain it simply. You listen to fluent English speaker and you repeat what they say almost immediately. You try to copy their pronunciation, rhythm, speed, and intonation. For example, you hear, I am really excited about this. Then you repeat, I am really excited about this. And again, I am really excited about this. So the important thing is not to speak perfectly. At first, you may feel uncomfortable and that's completely normal. The purpose of shadowing is to train your brain and ear and mouth to work together in English. And now let's talk about step 3. Speak every day. And now the third technique is that, and this is the something many English learners should do, but they still avoid it. You have to speak, but I know you probably thinking, I don't have anyone to practice English. So that's okay. You don't need to speak partner to start. You can practice speaking by yourself. Choose a simple topic. For example, my daily routine, my morning routine. Start with simple sentences. I usually wake up at 6 in the morning and I brush my teeth and then I drink some water. And after that, I I do my household work, and in the afternoon I spend some time learning English. And don't worry if your sentence is basic, and you are training your brains yourself to speak continuously. And now you use the 1 minute rules. Set a timer for 1 minute and choose any topic and speak continuously for 1 minute. For example, my favorite food, my family, my hometown, my daily routine, and my childhood memories, and my goals, and why I am learning English. And at first, maybe you will speak for only 20 seconds, and that's completely okay. And next time, try to speak 30 seconds. And then 45 seconds, then 1 minute, and then the goal is progress, not perfections. And this is exactly important, maybe. And now one more important thing: don't stop when you make mistake. And this is extremely important. And many learners make one grammar mistakes and they immediately stop speaking. They think, oh no, I made mistakes, and then they start thinking about the grammar, and suddenly they can't speak anymore. And don't do that. If you make mistakes, keep going. For example, you say, yesterday I go to the market, and you realize and you realize should be, yesterday I went to the market. So that's good, and correct yourself if you can, and continue speaking. And don't let one mistake stop your entire conversations. And remember, mistakes are part of speaking English. And the more you speak, the more mistakes you will notice. And the more mistakes you notice and correct it, the better you will become. Okay, so if you feel I understand English but I can't speak English, so please don't immediately think that you are bad at English. Maybe you simply haven't given your brain enough speaking practice. And remember 3 things: stop translating everything, practice shadowing, and speak every single day. And remember, you don't need to perfect English to start speaking English. You need to speaking so that your English come better. And don't wait until your grammar is perfect, and don't wait until you know thousands of words. Don't wait until you feel completely confident. Start with just 1 minute today. And if you are also learning English, so comment below, and I will speak English 1 minute every day. And let's improve together, and see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.